Module 6, Day 3, practice. You will need paper, writing utensil, calculator, thinking, notebook, and maybe the formula sheet. All right, letting it focus in there. So there's basically one of each type of problem you've learned thus far. Question 1, please look at the shape, the solid for 1, and choose which solid that is. So this is a prism, and because the bases are both 5 by 6 inch rectangles, it's a rectangular prism. Now going to find the volume. Please use the formula and find the volume of this. So the volume is base area times height, and since it's a rectangle, the base is length times width, and then we'll multiply that times height. The base has a length and width of 5 and 6, and then multiply by height. 30 times 10, 300 cubic inches. Now please look number 2. This is going to be a review from first 2 lessons. The central angle is 120. The radius is 8. For the first problem, I want us to find the arc length in terms of pi. Please find the arc length in terms of pi. All right, the formula is angle times 2 times pi times radius all over 360. I can reduce the 120 and the 360. 120 goes into 360 3 times. I don't see any other reducing. I've got on the top 2 times 8 is 16. On the bottom is that 3, and then there's the pi. Knowing that, please now find the volume to the nearest tenth, substituting 3.14 for pi. All right, if you use your calculator, 16 times 3.14 divided by 3, it comes out to 16.7. For the next 2, I would like you to find the area of the sector determined by dpk, and I want the first one to be in terms of pi. Okay, let's see how you did. Angle times pi times radius squared all over 360. Reducing here the same way as before. So we end up with 64 over 3, and the pi just sits on the end. For problem D, now please compute the decimal answer for volume of that area, sorry. All right, using my calculator, 66.98, which I'm going to round up to 67. Other side. Please look at number 3 and choose which solid this is. So this solid is a cylinder. Now please use the formula and find the volume of the cylinder in terms of pi. The formula for the volume of a cylinder is pi times radius squared times height of the cylinder. This cylinder is laying on its side. Since this is the diameter, you have to find the circular part to get the radius. So that's why I have radius, just to be sure. Now we're going to multiply those things out. 16 times 14, 224 pi, and this would be cubic feet. For problem B, please now find the decimal estimate for the volume of this cylinder. 703.4. And our last problem for today. This is one of those Loon problems, so we're going to do this step by step. So for question A, please find the area of the sector that is bound by AO. This should be an M. By AOM. In other words, find this corner piece of the pizza. All right, sector. Central angle times pi times radius squared divided by 360. We're using decimals for these, so 90 times 3.14 times 20 times 20 divided by 360. And I get 314. Please now find the area of the triangle, so the part that's not shaded. What is the area of that triangle? For these problems, we're always going to use length times width divided by 2, and the length and width are always the radius. So 20 times 20 divided by 2, that's 400 divided by 2, or 200. You now have the sector and you have the triangle. Please now find the area that is shaded. And it's simply subtract the sector minus that triangle, so the area is 114.